your child a natural-born entertainer? Now is their chance to join the most talented youth dance crew in the Mid-South, the Blue Bunch. The Blue Bunch entertains Grizz Nation with their energetic dance routines and even have the opportunity to collaborate on performances with leading artists in the entertainment industry. Kids ages 7 to 17 are invited to show off their skills and personality for their chance to join the next generation of NBA entertainers. Open auditions are Saturday, June 28th. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
With a knockaway.
Good defense.
Durant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
That's no show. Let's go.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Are you ready? Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
The First Ladies of FedEx Forum, the Grizz Girls, are known across the NBA for setting the standard for professional dance and entertainment, and they are looking for dancers to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. With the chance to gain professional dance experience and connect with the Memphis community, auditioning for the Grizz Girls is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Come show up at Open Call Auditions Saturday, July 26th at the Memphis Sports and Events Center. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
This week, we're going to run down the hits and the misses from WrestleMania 41.
The main event, NXT title on the line, Obafemi versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans. One of the greatest triple threat matches I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked.
And it made history because it's the first time there's 3 black men highlighting a NXT pay-per-view.
Okay.
That was dope, too.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's the Wednesday, May 28th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, Eastern Conference Finals. It's not over yet, but it's getting close as the Indiana Pacers knocked off the New York Knicks last night to win a Game 4. They're going to be headed to New York. We got a Game 5 tonight in Oklahoma City as the Thunder are going to try to close out that one. We will get to both of those. We'll get to all the news and notes of the day. It is a Wednesday. It's all right out. At least it's not raining. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, ton of stuff to get to on the show today, not the least of which is Tyrese Haliburton and the Indiana Pacers knocking off the New York Knicks last night in a game that we all watched on TNT. Before I get to anything, I'll welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, in your sack. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat. The Grim Roser, Jonas Vegas, Johnny Nicole, John Lance. He's Dr. Thunder. He's Yogi.
I get it in blood.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Devin Walker's here. He's the microphone mangler.
I don't.
Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navajo, the reporter, the photographer. He's Sir Hiss. He's Walker 93.
Living a flimsy navy polo talking about getting it in blood. But I got one question for you.
14th and Union from Nordstrom Rack? 14th and Union?
Question for
What
you.
does that mean?
So
Is that the new Knights of the... How'd you go have a guy playing croquet on your shirt?
I've never seen a generic blue polo, bro.
You know?
Like no logo.
No logos.
Like a waiter at a restaurant.
Yeah. I am.
Like even to go serve me some rolls.
Bro, this dude said this is 14th and Union from Nordstrom Rack. Like that meant something to us.
No.
What are you talking about?
Give me some rolls.
What does that even mean?
I like their polos.
What does that even
14th
mean?
and Union. 14th and Union.
What does that even mean?
That's just the brand. I like them.
It's like
I
you
like
finna
them.
go serve
They're
me
very
some rolls,
comfortable.
bro.
Very comfortable, and they're very affordable at Nordstrom Rack.
Very affordable.
We can see your nipples.
Get you, no, dude. That's just something. It doesn't matter what shirt I wear. The nipples they're out. It's just I can't help it, man. I'm very self-conscious about it. I'm very self-conscious.
No, you're not.
I kind of am. There's shirts I have I don't wear because it's too
It's too pronounced.
Yeah, and it's also always cold in here.
I just want to ask you if are you
14th and Union.
14th and Union. We got to tap in.
Whatever.
We got to tap in. He really shouted out. He shouted out a brand. Literally no one has ever
They got a little
heard
section
of.
at Nordstrom Rack. They're
Well,
great.
I'm sure they
It's great.
do.
It's great.
If you want to find Roser, find him at the Nordstrom rack.
You know what?
14th and Union rack.
You can send the wife to Ulta Beauty next door, and you can go to Nordstrom rack.
I get you a 14th and Union.
14th and
bro.
Union polo.
That's crazy, bro. I'm crying right now. But no, I'm really going to ask y'all one question. Are you an
What the
Indian
Hallie?
animal?
What the how?
Are you an Indian animal, bro?
Is that what they're calling
Are
them?
you an Indian
animals?
Are you an Indian animal?
Yes.
I'm an Indian animal.
Hey, they're all we've got left.
Yeah, it really is.
If the Thunder aren't going to do this, they're our only chance. And so, look, I will say this. I was talking with Gary earlier today. There's this moment when you wake up this morning and you're listening to all the shows, and I was listening to some podcasts this morning, and then obviously got the TVs on around the studio. And you watch, all the ESPN shows, and you see all the conversation that's going on online. And it dawned on me as this is up the Knicks last night and going up 3-1 for everybody to have the hold on, is Indiana awesome conversation? It's like we got all the way to here.
Yeah.
Right? Because even after, right, like it's like what they've done so far has been discounted, right? Oh, they lost Damian Lillard. Oh, they lost Jason Tate, or I'm sorry, they lost the three of their starters in the Cleveland series. Now, keep in mind, Cleveland got their guys back, okay?
Yeah.
And
still got waxed.
And Indiana has lost 3 games in these playoffs. 3. They mowed down the Bucks. They mowed down a 64-win Cavs team that had home court advantage. And now they're up 3-1 on the Knicks. And Tyrese Haliburton at 32, 15, and 12. And it really feels like the morning of Wednesday, May 28th, is the first time everybody's having the discussion like, hold on. And there's this growing reality of, oh my God, we're really going to get an Oklahoma City, Indiana finals. Now, look, it is not impossible for either of the teams to come back. Like, I think at this point, I think our best hope is that we get game 6s.
Yeah.
Right? That
Extend it a
these
little
don't,
bit.
and obviously that is more plausible in the Knicks series than it is the Pacers series. Simply because the Knicks are getting to go back to Madison Square Garden to save their season. And you know the psychology with that. Now, I do think that you will have a heightened sense of awareness I think you have to have a heightened sense of awareness if you're the Thunder tonight, so it might not apply in the same way. We always talk about the psychology of all this. If you're the Thunder, you got to take care of this.
Yeah.
You got to just take care of it, because then you're leaving stuff to chance, right? You gotta bury them tonight, because otherwise you're playing a game 6 at their place, and now you're leaving a game 7 up for chance, right? Like, so this is the one, to me, if you're Oklahoma City, you got to take care of business. You have been so much better at home, but they've got to bury them tonight. And look, Vegas thinks they're going to bury them. It's like an 8.5-point spread or something like that, which is a pretty big line for a playoff game. But Minnesota's back's against the wall, so you should get a Grand Slam effort out of them, whatever their Grand Slam effort is possible for. But the Indiana thing is super fascinating, because you just had all these sets of circumstances which led to, are they really? Right? Like, because of what happened with the first round, because of what happened in the second round. And the other thing is, people didn't have the same level of respect for the Cavs' 64 wins that they did for Oklahoma City's 68 wins.
Nah,
right?
I feel like they were
like
real
it's
honky
4-win
from the
difference, but
beginning.
obviously the Eastern Conference is not the Western Conference, and like there was a lot more. They might be a fraud.
Yeah.
With them, right?
Yeah.
And so then when Indiana mowed them. That's the crazy thing. And it was like they beat the 64-win team, and and I think it's partly because people didn't view Cleveland as the team to beat. Though they were number one in the East, though they won 64 games, though they had home court advantage, people didn't feel about them the same way they feel about typically, number one seeds. It was very Budenholzer Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, I called it hockey. Yeah, it was real hockey.
It was
Jazz.
Quinn Snyder Jazz-esque, which obviously featured Donovan Mitchell as well. And so anyways, then you get to this one, and even until last night, and honestly, you might be able to say it after last night, we talked about this after game one. In the end, we don't remember, in many cases, the game, whatever really, the actual deciding game. You remember the one that you let go. And we talked about it after game one. It reminded me so much of 2012, where the Grizzlies played against the Clippers, and the only thing I remember from it was blowing a 20-something point fourth quarter lead to Nick Young and the Clippers, and they came back, and it was the biggest comeback in NBA playoff history up to that point. And then that series ended up going 7 games. I remember literally nothing from games 2 through 6. And then game 7 was a Sunday lunchtime game that they lost a game 7 to the Clippers. And it's like, bro, if you wouldn't have let game 1, you know what I mean? It was still back to game 1. The year that they could have possibly made it to the NBA Finals, 2011, after they knocked off the 60-something win San Antonio Spurs, it's the triple overtime game against the Thunder. That's the one you remember. Mm-hmm. That's the one you let go of the rope. A few years ago, it's game 4 in Golden State. Morant's out. Dylan shoots us out of it. We lose by 3. It's game 4 in the Lakers series. D'Angelo Russell hits some threes, goes to overtime. LeBron drives on Xavier Tillman. And it's like, they got beat by 1,000 in the deciding game. But it's all these, and so that one felt like, what I'm saying all those to back up. The one was the trauma, right? And you have to win the series in order to not have to withstand said trauma, but otherwise you're looking back. And so when you look at the course of this series, you're going, all right, they lost that game 1 in truly historic fashion. Like it's never happened. Literally, it's never happened in the history of the NBA. So you have the rightful ability to be like, all right, like that's all right. If you're counting on something that literally has never happened ever, we're up 17 with 6 minutes to go. I mean, Aaron Nesmith hit 6 threes in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
I can say that's an anomaly. I can say that that's a 1 in a million. And now you look at it and you go, bro, this would be 2-2.
Yeah, I mean,
this would be 2-2. If the miracle didn't happen, it's 2-2. And so that's why I say it took until last night, because they discounted what happened against the Bucks, discounted what happened against the Cavs. To are they I know they're good, but you got some real, here's some circumstances that explain why. And then even when by the time we got to last night's game, it's like, yeah, well, the reason it's 2-1 is because they pulled off a miracle. This, at worst, this series should be 2-2 right now. But it's 3-1, and there ain't no excuse for last night. That was what it was, and I think that's why. When you have that kind of performance by your star, and now it's 3-1 in that series, it's finally conversation time about the Pacers.
It's kind of similar to what I felt about the Thunder win against the Timberwolves in Game 5, right?
Well,
Game 4. It was the most impressive, right? It's the one where you have adversity, you going back and forth, and you kind of push through. And it's even Hallie, though, I feel like he's made, we talk about just realizing it. I thought about, I was going through last night, and they were he's already had at least 3 DVD moments in this playoff.
Oh, yeah.
The ISO against Giannis in the first series. He grabbed his own rebound in the other game, and then he hit the game-winning shot against Cleveland in Game 2. Then Game 1 of this series had the little bouncer joint, and then last night you have a triple-double, no turns, first one in NBA history.
13, 15, and 12, or 32, 15, and 12 is outrageous.
In an NBA game.
Like, that's why, there was the discussion this morning on ESPN. Is he a superstar? Right? And they're like, that's like the conversation.
Yeah.
Like, where is he now? Where does he rank now? Right? Within the context of the best players in the league. Because one of the things that has been, and again, everything might just end up becoming, history may not matter when it comes to a lot of this. I have been holding on to history tells us these are the kind of teams that win. Well, there's a lot of things that go into that, and part of it is history tells you that you typically have to have one of the best 5 players in the league in order to win the whole thing. That is history. Like, there's very few that do not apply to that. You could argue that last year did not. I got it. Tatum makes first team All-NBA every year and whatever else. The Finals MVP was Jaylen Brown. And, like, wherever you want to rank Tatum, you can rank Tatum, okay? Like, Giannis is up there, Jokic is up there, Luka's up there. I mean, Tatum's always...
He's around
like,
it.
He's right around it, right?
Around it, yeah.
But he would... Honestly, he might have had the worst finals of any of those performers ever.
He was struggling.
Like, his finals was miserable last year. Miserable.
What did he do?
Yeah, it's bad finals, dude.
Yeah.
It was a bad finals.
Let's see.
Comparative to what...
22, 7, and 7. He probably shot low
comparative,
clips, huh?
Comparative to what he typically does is what I'm saying.
Yeah, 22, 7, and 7.
Yeah, he was 39 from the field, 26 from 3.
Yeah, that's a low clip, boy.
Yeah.
39% from the field.
26
yeah,
from 3.
disgusting.
Yeah,
So you got your numbers, but you got them, oh boy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, we consider Tatum right outside that.
Yeah. But I mean, like, he was like kind of at the. He's at the line.
Yeah, he's at the, yeah.
Gilgeous-Alexander obviously applies to that this year. He's the MVP of the league and whatever else. And so that's the thing. It's like, that's why you have to have this discussion about the Haliburton thing, because it's got to be one or the other, right? Is it, I mean, number one, I don't care what player you want to talk about, star-wise, 32, 15, and 12 is 30. I mean, come on.
No one's ever done it.
Like, who is?
No one's ever done it. He's on a list in NBA history by himself.
It's outrageous.
By himself, bro.
It was an outrageous stat line last night. He had a triple-double almost in the first half.
32, 12. If the list of players that I think could actually do that,
no turns.
Like LeBron is
Jokic,
LeBron,
Luka,
like prime LeBron,
Luka for sure. It's the 15 assists is the hard part.
Yeah.
And also no turnovers is crazy.
Zero turnovers. Russell Westbrook could do the triple-double, but he going to throw that much to the other team.
Yeah, Westbrook's going to turn it over. And I'm thinking, like, another one, like in his prime, Draymond could get the rebounds and assists, but I don't think he could get the 32 points.
Or the no turns.
Yeah, the no turn stuff.
So this is Tyrese Haliburton's 11th career game with 15 assists and no turnovers. Do you know the rest of the list?
I saw that there was it was Stockton and Paul. Because they put it up at the end of the TNT thing, put it up. Yeah. It was Stockton and Paul, and then I saw Muggsy Bogues there.
Muggsy Bogues on there.
My man.
Muggsy Bogues, bro.
Muggsy.
He's on the list with all Hall of Famers, bro. You got Stockton, 14, Chris Paul, 13. Tyrese is at 11 at the age of 25, by the way. Steve Nash and Muggsy Bogues, they both tied for 7. Those are all the 15 assist games, no turnovers.
Wow.
He's on that list in his 5th season. Like that. Bro, you know how hard it is to play a fast pace, the way they
don't
move,
turn the ball
and
over.
not throw the ball to the other team.
It's crazy. They don't. He doesn't turn it over.
Very, very, very super locked in, bro.
Well, and obviously you have to have the discussion of, it leads to you get your flowers after a night like that, where then you become the topic of conversation, where everybody in the NBA and all NBA conversation is about you. And then the other thing is understanding where, he stands amongst stardom-wise. Because it's like Siakam. Siakam's what, a one-time All-Star, maybe?
I think Pascal maybe a one-time All-Star.
You think he's made an All-Star team? I mean, you look up and down their roster.
He's had to, probably one or two.
All I'm saying is
3-time NBA All-Star.
Oh, 3 times. Okay, they are, and obviously an NBA champion. They are a true collection of, and the depth and everything else. It's a very odd team, right? Where it's not a who's who of stars, necessarily,
No.
and yet there's this elevation of it by this guy. Where, I mean, 32, 15, and 12 is just crazy.
That's crazy.
And it's like, I mean, if you extracted him off of the team, that's where you right?
They said he had accounted for 70 of the 130 points last night.
I mean, but think about what the Pacers look like if he's not on the floor. That's the whole. How good are you? And I think Gilgeous-Alexander, interestingly enough, does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now he may have more talent, honestly, around him. I mean, I just don't know, how much does he elevate the Nemhards and the Neesmiths and the Siakams and right? I mean, what are honestly? You take him off of that team. How many wins are they getting?
Compared to them old Hornets teams that Chris Paul used to be on, right? With Chris Paul, was Mo Peterson,
David West.
So you had a Tyson Chandler rim runner.
Yeah.
Point guards make everything so much better, bro.
Yeah.
You got a good, solid,
and it's like this guy is elevating this team to a level that is not necessarily indicative of the players that they have. And one of the things that I was thinking about last night, so I was watching it unfold, Carlisle is amazing.
He is. Even though he pissed your boy off last night. When he got the ISO, he said, beep.
Haliburton was like,
he is punishing them every time they put Towns and Brunson on the floor at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a lot.
Come on over here.
Hunt City.
Come on over here.
Well, it was a lot less last night because he was trying to get away from it because you've got a bit of an issue. Towns is an amazing offensive 5.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it here in the series when the baby Timberwolves, when their first go round, when they first got good, and we played that series against them. And it was we can't even play Steven Adams. This guy is a problem. He's 30 feet away from the basket. We can't do this. He's an amazing offensive 5 to have. He is a pitiful defensive 5 to have. You know what I mean? He doesn't do... It's not the same position at both ends.
Nah, it's he plays...
Right? It's hard. So that's what makes it hard. And then on the other end, I mean, Brunson, it's bro, they just... Where is he? We're finding you. We are finding you. And Bennett Mathurin, who has been awful.
He has been bad this series.
What do you have, 20?
Yeah,
20.
20.
And he's tussling with Brunson on the end line.
Got to the line 10 times last night, Mathurin did.
Yeah, I think he was getting over some sickness. That's why he's playing better last night. My guy.
Who?
Ben.
Mathurin?
Yeah, I talked to somebody last night about that.
He's a dog, too,
Why he played so well last night.
Oh, he had been ill?
He had been sick.
Prior to?
Really sick, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
they put him and Neesmith out there together, man. They're just freaking crazy people.
And he doesn't do anything within the context of the Pacers. It doesn't feel like. Mathurin, he's nutso.
No, he's
everything else feels organized, and then there's this madman. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
They even trying to shake his hand. He's like.
Yeah.
Ain't trying to dab nobody up or nothing. Shut up, Ben, man.
And then and what's his name? Brunson got so mad at him after the tussle on the baseline. He was yelling at him the entire time he's trying to shoot free throws.
He was not yelling back.
But he's just
no, that ain't going to faze him.
Yeah, but if you watch them, everything is like this. I heard them saying, it used to be 7 seconds or less, the Suns thing. And this is 5.5 seconds or less. But it's everybody's moving, everybody's, you know what I mean? It's just generating all these shots and everything. And then you have this one guy. He's it's almost like Kuminga, right? When the Warriors try to play, and when it looks good, it's oh, okay. This guy's bringing something totally different to the table that doesn't feel like it's a part of anything else that's going on.
Or like Jamal Crawford for the Clippers teams where they're running so much pick and roll, he's just out there doing his own thing.
I don't know what the hell Ben Mathurin is doing, but he scored 20.
I mean, Nembhard had a bad game, so you needed somebody else to lift up.
Not the first 5 minutes, though.
Oh, he was.
No. I was thinking about Neesmith.
Yeah, no, Nembhard.
Neesmith came out immediately. We were worried about the ankle and knocked down the 2 threes and then 2 other. But he had 10 points in 2 seconds.
Yeah, Nembhard was bad last night, so you need Ben Mathurin to be that. That's the part of the roster, bro. It's constructed Nembhard doesn't step up.
Right.
Ben Mathurin steps up.
Right.
Ben Mathurin hadn't played well the whole series. Nembhard been playing well. Neesmith playing well. Obi Toppin's playing well.
Crazy.
It's bro, it's your boy T.J. McConnell.
Crazy.
He penciled in for 10 points a night. Their roster construction, bro, it's amazing. Look at that, bro. That's the way they put that team together.
Okay, so I want to talk about roster construction because it's truly amazing to think about this, okay?
With where we're headed for the finals?
Yeah, just with any of it, okay? I went and charted this and so I really so with the other teams, you've got about 8 solid that play on a regular basis, right? That when you get to the playoffs, so I'm not focused on your 15-man roster.
Yeah.
I'm focused on the 8 that are playing. I went one further on the Pacers and made it 9 because Shepherd plays. We see him in every game.
You do the same for OKC too.
Okay. Well, really, when you get down to OKC, it really ends with Wiggins.
Yeah.
For the most part, they will play.
So
It'll be a minute here, a minute
Caruso.
there. Yeah. No, not Joe. Joe has played a little more in this series, but still, it's a low number. You're not playing double digits.
Yeah.
It's really the starters and then Caruso, Wiggins, and Wallace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Those are kind of the 3 guys. So if you go 8 guys on the 3 teams and then 9 for the Pacers, because we're throwing in Ben Shepherd in that one. And I even went down to 8. I went down to campaign. And I know that, there's a couple of these guys like the DeLon Wrights of the world that have been playing sparingly, or Landry Shamet playing sparingly for those teams. But honestly, for what you're about to hear, they would apply to this as well. There are more second-round and undrafted players in these 8-man rotations than there are top 10 picks. It's kind of wild.
Well, you got to say that again.
There are more second-round or undrafted players in these playoff rotations of the Final 4 teams than there are top 10 picks.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
There are 2 top 10 picks on Oklahoma City in their rotation. Chet Holmgren, who is the 2nd pick overall, and Kason Wallace,
who was 10th.
He was the 10th.
He was 10th, yeah.
Which, by the way, totally forgot about this.
Dallas. Lively.
It was Wallace and Bertans for Lively.
Yeah.
Lively could be a Thunder.
He really could. He would have been perfect, too. Man.
All right. Minnesota has 3. Okay?
Anthony Edwards, Conley.
Randall.
Yeah,
7.
Julius Randle. Yeah,
he was the 7th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
The Knicks have 2.
Towns.
McHale.
And was Bridges 10?
He was 10.
Yeah,
Bridges,
McHale had to be what, back in?
He was 10. So now we're already up to 2 number 10 picks even to do this one.
Yeah, Fringe is a mud.
The Pacers have 2.
Top 10.
Miles Turner.
Obi Toppin.
Miles Turner.
No.
And Jarris Walker.
Nope. Jarris Walker doesn't play. He's not.
Okay, yeah, he's not in the rotation. Okay.
Trying to call off the cuff, Russia.
Obi Toppin was 10.
He was 8.
Yeah. Obi Toppin.
So we got Obi.
Matherin.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all? Yes. Okay, so here we go. If you go in and we add in lottery guys that were picked by 14th, SGA was picked 11th. Jalen Williams was picked 12th. Campaign was 14th. Miles Turner was 11th. Haliburton was 12th. Neesmith was 14th. And that's it. Now we get to what I was talking about at the beginning, which is the second rounds and undrafteds. You have Hartenstein was the 43rd pick in the draft. Caruso was a 2-way player that ended up getting converted. Dort, undrafted, two-way, ended up getting converted. Aaron Wiggins was the 55th pick in the draft. So there's Oklahoma City, right? Minnesota, you have Naz Reid was a two-way.
Really?
Yeah, undrafted. And that's it. He's the only one. The latest pick they have, other than that, is Jaden McDaniels, who was the 28th pick in the draft. The Knicks have 33rd pick Jalen Brunson. They have 36th pick Deuce McBride. They have 36th pick Mitchell Robinson. Interestingly enough, Josh Hart was picked 30th. He was the last pick.
Yeah, I'm wondering
right?
how those picks, like how they got there,
and
how
then,
do you get those players on that
and
team?
then in the Pacers case, they had Nembhard, who was the 31st pick in the draft, TJ McConnell, who was undrafted. And that's it. So there was 10, I believe. I think there was 10 that were either second round or undrafted players. But forget about that's where all these guys were drafted, but by whoever they were drafted by. It's crazy when you go back and you look at these, you can't believe how many like deals were made. Like if you look at Basketball Reference on this stuff, like I think what's super crazy is how many of these were like Oklahoma City picks. They like moved somewhere else. Like even like Deuce McBride was picked with Oklahoma City's pick, or Derek Lively, or like you can go on and on with a lot of these. But Jaden McDaniels was the Lakers. Like all of the machinations that led. But more importantly, forget where they were drafted, what team they were on, kind of where they were in the draft. Even though it was interesting that they're loaded with high. Right? There's not even. I mean, he's the best team right now. You had two top 10 picks on it. Yeah. One of them, the other comes back on Wallace, and it's a player. So I mean, it gets crazy. Now, this is like what we even mentioned. Like when on everything, Sam that held this is the only chance team, get talent. What's interesting is you look at the final team, regardless, we will ever do reasonable trade.
The button, we got that.
What this is what you find. Look up and down. You're like, holy hell. These teams are completely traded for.
There's no very like marginal.
No, okay. Look, traded for.
Yep.
Jalen Williams. So they're held up because it's all market. They Jalen Williams was 12th pick in the draft. Okay. So, lower pick than Jack Eaton. He's the 12th. And trade for Steve signed Bruce traded for short day with the 55th pick in the draft. And you really have you want Jalen and right? Three guys. One of the five, one was the other guy was 12. And he did
yeah,
the team was the NBA was traded for. Minnesota, obviously the number one pick in Anthony Davis, right? That's all stuff. McDaniels was traded for. Reed was a way. Traded for. DiVincenzo traded for. Go back. Traded. Was traded. The team is traded. Are you looking at Daniels?
Yeah.
Drafted by the Lakers. Hey, all.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So trade.
He was the 2020 the Lakers in the first round with the 8th pick. Traded to the Thunder along with Green Schroeder, and then traded to the Timberwolves along with draft annual coup.
Boy, that's a terrible deal. Daniels quick for Jesus.
And then somehow quickly in New York. Yeah.
If you add up contracts, made it over $3 billion.
Dude, Sam,
they can
just had 9 picks.
Yeah, right.
Dude, you're gonna hit yourself a leeway to hit.
Oh, so McDaniels had it. Right? He did actually start his there, even the draft.
Yeah.
Reasons are Minnesota, Benzo, Trey. See, free agency. Free agency in the offseason. We evaluated circumstances for the team ever. Trade, Obi trade, Bridges trade, Hurt trade, Bride. That have drafted, but
yeah,
okay, but of them, 36 pick draft.
But he started with the Knicks.
Yeah.
And
both of them.
The Thunder have
4. No. They have. I'm sorry. J-Dub, Chet, Kason, Wiggins, Dort. No, there's a lot.
They do. They've got homegrown.
They've
got some
Theirs is
homegrown.
more.
Yeah.
But obviously, look. But their best player was traded for.
Their best player was
the
traded.
MVP of the league was traded for.
Paul George
right?
trade, man.
Look, none of that crap matters if the first guy is not the MVP of the league.
And the other guy, right? and another guy who they traded for, who was might have been the co-MVP of their first 2 series, and that's Caruso. Yeah, between the Denver series and our series, Caruso was.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the Pacers.
They just a bonus trade, right? That's a bonus joint.
So it's just interesting to me that it's like for there has been this sentiment. If you don't get high picks, how are you gonna?
So the only one of these teams, to your point, the only one of these teams whose best player is homegrown is the Timberwolves.
That's it. That's it.
Anthony Edwards, the only one that was drafted, and he's number 1 overall.
The other 3
were signs or trades.
Well, one of them was the MVP this year, and then you can argue amongst yourselves on the Haliburton, Brunson, and where you want to rank them. Yeah. But they're both amazing.
Both good players. But it's like you have your best players. Like our issue is we don't have the like if those deals are made, those margin deals. I bet you that fan base were like, yeah, Aaron Naismith's going to flip our season. Yeah, so and so's going to flip our season. But now you see him on the court. The productivity is like, damn, like he's a good player. For us, we got the stars. We got the top level. We ain't got the other stuff.
Right.
We got to be in the
We ain't
margins.
got the Neesmiths.
We got to be.
It is kind of wild, though, to see how these teams were built.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, because I know the Pacers, right? Again, you showed that tweet that was up there of how the Pacers were built, or I guess Devin did.
Yeah.
I mean, that was going around everywhere last night and today. And it goes back to my original point when I started the show. It's like we're now it's like that kicked open the door to talk about the Pacers. Nobody has cared until they did that last night.
Yeah.
And now it's like, wait. And you remember I had that stat about the 114. So I'm looking at the game last night, and I'm going 114 points. They're 10-0 so far. And I told you, they're 10-0 when they score 114. They're 0-3 when they don't. And so then last night, obviously, they get to 114. I'm like, oh, it's going to be 11-0, right?
Yeah.
But, which is amazing, for sure. And it speaks to, a fast-paced game favors them. On the other hand, it's probably the 3 that we should have focused on. Like, bro, they've only lost 3 playoff games.
Yeah.
Only losing 3 playoff games. I don't care who you're playing. The other team
It's impressive.
is game planning against you.
It's impressive.
Right?
Hey, look.
They've only lost 3.
No.
Like you said, you can game plan against me, but when I got 6 of them on that chalkboard, good luck.
Yeah.
Last time I was watching it, I was like, bro, it taught me, like, bro, you have to be good in the league, you got to have at least 3 dribblers. Like, people that can just handle the ball.
Well, and the other thing.
At minimum.
And there's 2 things, Dev. We talk about how the playoffs expose your faults tenfold.
Yeah.
There's nobody to just say, we want those shots directed to you. And there's nobody to go, we're finding you every time on defense. Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's not the glaring weakness that it's like, and likewise, on the flip side, the Knicks, Carlisle is just like spamming it.
Yes.
Like, bro, no. You're not going to get to play your best players together.
Don't run away. Don't run away, Brunson. I'm fine.
You can play one of them. And what's crazy is I saw HP Basketball posted this morning. The numbers for the playoffs with Brunson on the floor without Towns and Towns on the floor without Brunson are both like unbelievable. But yet together, because they're finding these teams that are going, nope, you're not letting you play this weak perimeter defender and that weak post defender. Not together.
Pick one.
You can have one of them.
Yeah. Wingstop can only do
And
so
it's
much.
like, and it's like now, I mean, what are you going to get to nut cutting time, which is what the next game is, for tomorrow night? I guess Tibbs going to.
Yeah.
You saw last night, there was a little less of Brunson Towns together.
Yeah.
He tried to change the starting lineup, too, to try to make it like a little change. He put.
You're just searching.
Yeah, just you are in game. You were in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro, and you were like, oh no.
Yeah, he's got him on.
I don't know what to do.
Yep.
It's the fear with how our money. It's the fear to tie it back to our team. I mean, it can be the fear here too.
But it's trade.
No. I'm talking about what you just mentioned with Brunson and Towns. You want to get. Bro, teams are going to spam Ja and Edie in a pick and roll over and over and over.
Oh, yeah,
But you got a generational guy next to him. That's the only difference, though. You got a great defender next to him.
You do.
That's the only difference between them and the Knicks.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have a Jaren Jackson Jr. on their team.
And they got Anunoby. They got Mikal Bridges.
They got good wing defenders. But it's the rim protection that it's like, and Mitchell Robinson.
My guy be out there just a big dude that's just out there.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll come back after this. Chris Vernon Show.
Talk a little bit about Jalen Wells. Jalen Wells, man, he finished third in the balloting for NBA Rookie of the Year. He's going to be back. He's going to play in Summer League, and maybe he'll shoot some left-handed jumpers out there. Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to GrizzBeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
You've seen the Grizz line jamming on the court and rocking out on Beale Street, and this is your chance to join the best drum line in the NBA. Grizz line entertains Grizz Nation at home games and events in the Mid-South through their impressive techniques and energetic shows. If you have experience in drumming and marching and love entertaining, Grizz line is the perfect opportunity for you to combine percussion and performance. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Sign up today by visiting grizzlies.com/auditions.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Bain drives.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Close. He hits and the Grizzlies have the lead.
Yeah!
Jared with a knockaway.
Good defense.
Durant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
Let's go, let's go.
The Grizzlies, Grannies, and Grandpas have the right moves and are currently looking for new members to join their team for the upcoming season. These soulful seniors are a fan favorite group throughout Grizz Nation. You do not have to be a grandparent, but you must be at least 50 years old with personality, rhythm, and passion for performing. If that sounds like you, then we want to see you on Sunday, June 29th. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information. Have you always dreamed of entertaining on the biggest stage in Memphis? The Claw Crew is looking for members to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. Claw Crew members are hardworking, high-energy entertainers who assist Grizzlies home games by hyping up the crowd and much more. Not only do they support the Grizzlies on home games, but also promote in Memphis and across the Mid-South. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information and to register today.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
With the G's and the homies, OG fresh out ducking the. All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. All right, so we were talking a lot about what was going on last night with what the Hally? What the how? Tyrese Haliburton with his masterpiece performance against the New York Knicks, and now the Knicks' backs are against the wall as they head back to Madison Square Garden. Bad vibes, too. Just bad vibes all around. The other thing is Towns looked really hurt at the end of that game. Like, really hurt. He was, like, keeling over, holding onto his knee, and I was like, oh, buddy. For sure.
I hate it. He's like, ow.
And all that.
Oh, my God, my knee
The
hurts.
SEC.
Ow, that hurt.
Oh, for sure. The SEC.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out, Cat.
I don't like the way the facial expressions he makes. I don't like his facial expressions.
You know, dude, have you seen the? You know, like the. you know the shirts that are like the.
The graphic tees, the rap
tees. The rap tees.
The Zesty Cat. I saw the Zesty Cat judge.
Yeah.
I saw the Zesty Cat judge.
I gotta need a Zesty Cat
No,
shirt.
you don't. You don't need a Zesty Cat shirt. Do not get a Zesty Cat shirt.
Zesty
Do not click the link, bro.
Zesty Cat is a funny
Zesty Cat shirt.
That's a funny shirt.
He gonna sue somebody for that.
Oh, he shouldn't. It's Knicks fans love him.
He got Jordan Woods, bro. He won the game, bro. He won the long play, bro.
Huh?
He won the long game. He got Jordan Woods. He won the long game.
Yeah, so is that the same? Forgive me, I'm out on pop culture.
No, that's
is that the same Tristan Thompson?
Jordan Woods?
Home record
Yeah,
thing?
she and Chloe were like best friends,
and then okay, it is.
Yeah, same joint. 2019. That's when they had a little scandal.
Okay.
But
and
she is one-on-one, bro.
she ends up with Cat.
Oh, he's still here. Hey, he deserves his slander for his voice. Because you know who else deserves slander for his voice changes? And like I said,
Haliburton.
this is why
But Haliburton's got a thing. He's not doing it on purpose.
He's got a thing?
Yeah, he does. If you go back, like there is like a history of this. Yeah, his voice changes in the middle of interviews.
Is it slander for Cat, or is it just like it's funny?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, like it's funny. I don't feel like anybody's mad at Cat, or it's like,
oh my God,
or like you're a weenie. I think everybody's saying it's funny.
That's a foul.
Oh no, he for sure sounds like a weenie. What are you talking about?
Or when the best part about the Cat voice change because he tried to like change it to where he is. We're in Minnesota now. Then he was like, we in YC now. Like
when I
was down at the bodegas, my guys at the bodegas.
We just do it for all the boroughs. Out here for Queens.
Remember he did the Kobe joint?
When I was growing up with the borough.
He did the Kobe joint at one point. He was like, job's not finished. Like, bro, come on, bro. Cat, come on, bro. Like, we don't believe you, bro. Job's not finished. Like, bro, we heard your voice, dog. But no, you think the Hallie one's like a twit, like a little.
Yeah, I think he is not doing that on purpose.
Really?
Yeah, his voice does change like that. It's kind of crazy.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think is keeping him from being a superstar?
No,
I don't think.
Well, I mean, part of it is obviously. Look,
well, according to Kendrick Perkins, you have to be able to sell out games on the road. So if that's the case, there's only 2 of them in the league, and it's still LeBron and Curry.
I agree with that.
I'm with
they are the only 2 that can sell out road games.
You know what's crazy?
Jerseys and
and you know what's crazy? Well, look, NBA fans like real wave riders, right?
Yes.
Like there was never any after San Antonio won several years ago. The next year, all of a sudden, there's a bunch of San Antonio, like, jerseys in the crowd.
Jerseys
and it's like,
there.
what? You know, I've always told you that there's a couple of these fan bases, especially when you live in a small market, you understand, right?
Yes.
Because in many cases, you are, those big games, you know, you do get a lot of opposing fans for those. And the ones that I've always respected the most were the Bulls fans and the Knicks fans, right? Like they've showed up for the 20-something years here, and it's not a ton, but there's always these teams that like the wave riders jump on, right? So yes, there were a lot less Warriors even this year than there were in the past, like because they're not as hot right now, right? But the Warriors were always a big one. Obviously, any team LeBron's on, no matter which team he's on, right? So like. When the Heat played here, there's all kinds of Heat fans. Like, what? What are you talking about? No. I'm saying like when he was on the Heat. And it was like, stop. Yeah. And then I will say, a few years ago, this is post-title, I remember coming in and doing the show and being like, oh, that's the first time that's ever happened, and there were hella Giannis jerseys.
Yeah.
They were everywhere. And this year, like none.
No.
Not as many.
It goes so fast. They're on to those fans that all the ones that were like rooting for the Bucks that night, they all were rooting for the Celtics this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're just changing whoever is the hot thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, Kawhi had a year after he won Finals MVP and the Spurs won, where I walked back into the arena and I was like, whoa, now. And then, obviously, the Bucks. The Bucks was the craziest one because there's never been a Bucks fan in Memphis in history. Like 20-something years of going to games, I never saw a Bucks fan.
Now you got like 4,000 people wearing Bucks jerseys.
Okay.
There's no Vin Baker, Michael Redd jerseys going around.
I've been going to the games for literally 25 years. I've never seen anyone in a Bucks jersey, and all of a sudden they won the title, and the next year they're 4,000 Giannis jerseys. Like, what?
They don't remember the jersey with the giant deer on it.
Yeah, bro, the Michael Redd jersey. But the thing is, like, I think Hallie's made the point on the court. He's a star. Like, he's had moments. Like, he has more moments in playoffs this year than probably like James Harden ever had. But I think one of like off the court where there's like resonating with like the kids and the. Because I just put up the NBA players with the most Instagram followers. Have you seen this?
Well, he also has he really has no commercial presence.
Nah, he really does.
Right? If I was Puma, I would get behind him 100 million%. Because he's got a good personality.
He had the DX Pumas on last night. You see him?
Yeah, but there should be an overrate that commercial now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're probably waiting for them to win the East Conference Finals.
I mean, there should be. If I was Puma, I would get behind him 100% because he's cool right now. Just because if you win, you're cool, dude.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. There was that wave that...
He's a star off the court for sure.
Everybody can do revisionist history. When Trae Young knocked off the Knicks, everybody was riding the Trae wave. And it was like,
Dev?
Trust me, I got a Trae Young jersey in the closet. I have a Trae Young jersey in my closet, bro.
You were in here every day. Ice Trae the gang.
I still mess with Trae to this day.
And he's doing all that stuff, but I mean, he's not like... But I mean, again, Adidas dropped him. Kids don't care.
Exactly. His shoe didn't sell worth of nothing.
No.
Like, his shoe flopped, bro.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm worried about the Hallie thing is, like, resonating over, like, a long period of time. Like, yeah, Hallie's having a moment right now. Like, he's a star on the court. He's a star off the court with the Bunnies. Elite rotation.
I will say, though...
Does he have the resonating kind of star
I think
power?
it really helps him that he has now become a lot more famous, not only because of his play, but then you have the play thing, you have the dad thing, and then, more importantly, that McAfee thing matters, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no NBA star that has a presence like that.
Yeah.
There isn't.
Yeah.
What NBA star do you see, like, being himself and showing a personality on a show like and he's got McAfee behind him, and they're like he's kind of their guy.
Yeah, he's doing the WWE stuff too.
And he's doing the WWE stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
he's on the video.
Everybody's doing their own podcast and everything, but he's like on that show, and that show is big right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the clips get big, and it's like he's kind of their guy, and they're kind of behind him, and the whole thing. And so I don't know. He certainly in the end, you have to do the play to back it up. Because there are other guys. Look, Ja is cooler and Ant is cooler, and like all those guys have the more cool thing going on to relate, and kids like looking at them going, that guy's cool, right? He's not. I mean, the most viral video over the last week is Tyrese Haliburton plays like Steve Urkel.
Yes.
That video
is so good.
It's so
good.
unbelievable.
They've got that dribble,
Dude.
man.
It's so good. I guarantee he's gonna reference it if they win the next game in New York. He's either gonna reference that
but that is being self-aware.
He's tapped in.
He's gonna pretend to push up the glasses
or he's gonna do
something.
Or he's gonna do the Indianimal dance. Have you seen the Indianimal dance?
No.
I gotta tap you in on that. The Indianimal dance.
Who does it?
If he wins this game in New
Who
York,
does the Indianimal dance?
goes to the logo and hits the Indianimal.
What is that?
You ever seen the Indianimal dance? Jalen, see if y'all can find it downstairs without the sound. Without the sound.
Is there a song?
There's a song. But then
Who sings the song?
The Indianimals.
The Indianimals. Yeah. They're Indianimals.
I played it before the show, bro. I played Rosa heard it before the show.
They need to get a remix and get Freddie Gibbs on it.
Is it good?
Nah, it's terrible.
No,
it's the song. But the dance is.
Freddie Gibbs is from Gary.
It's not. It's not GLO and the GLE.
The dance makes it.
What other rapper is from Indiana? By the way, did you?
Freddie Gibbs.
Dude, do you know? I swear to God, I almost texted you guys last night.
Ugly Gods from Indiana.
Who?
Thanks, Ugly God. You don't know that?
No.
Something like
Hey,
water.
so when I type in famous rappers from Indiana, this is what I get.
No. Hold on. Before I say this, I almost texted you guys last night, and I was like, no way. And then this morning, I was scrolling through Instagram, and the Pacers, had a post of all the famous people that were at the game last night, and he was the first person they posted. I swear to God, I almost texted you guys. There was a loose ball, and the ball rolled, and the guy picked it up, and I'm like, is that Russ?
Yeah.
It was the
Russ.
rapper Russ. Yes.
That's why I was blinging before the show, too.
He was on the front row.
Bro, I was slapping some Russ before the show. It was playing in the studio.
What was he on, the LA Leakers?
The LA Leakers freestyle.
Yeah, he was on the LA Leakers, yeah.
Yeah, it was Russ.
He had a baddie with him.
Bro,
Russ.
You talking about having a cult following?
Yeah,
Russ.
he's got one.
Bro, his shows sell out everywhere.
Did you see who else was there? Hold on. Let me find their Instagram. Russ was the #1 guy that they put on there, and I was like, that was Russ.
That was Russ. Triple H was there.
Who?
Triple H.
Oh, yeah. Triple H was there for sure.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find that tweet. I saw that tweet, too.
You did?
Yeah.
Russ was there. Triple H was there. And then there was a couple other.
Pat McAfee grabbed the mic and screamed at somebody.
Oh, Lance Stevenson was there. George Hill
your boy was there. Brad Miller was there last night. You see that?
Brad Miller?
Bro, find the photo. Go to Brad Miller's Instagram.
Hey, Jelly Roll?
Is that the game?
Yes.
Jelly Roll's like white Kevin Hart. He's just everywhere, does everything.
He called him man white.
He's a white Kevin Hart.
He's like, why are you here?
Yeah, he's just like, what are you doing here?
There's some guy on here that I don't know. Crazy Man?
Is his name?
Rob 49 Up?
Bro, it's Rob 49, bro.
Yeah, that's what the hell.
You never sounded more
that's
like
what the hell.
What's what the hell, bro?
That's what the hell. Yeah,
okay. You never sounded more like.
He is so not tapped in.
You just said that.
He is so not tapped in.
I don't know who that is.
You're not tapped in, bro.
I don't know him.
Look at Brad. Look at Brad Miller in the building last night.
Brad Miller.
Yes,
Miller.
Okay, I would lock my doors if Brad Miller walked by.
Yeah.
Look at this meth head.
He absolutely looks like he's trying to sell you meth. Yes.
Get this guy away from me.
Dude trying to sell
I was like, click, lock.
Haley, close the door.
Lock.
Don't let that tall guy in with the skinny jeans.
The jersey over that.
Do you know this other black guy they posted? Arlene Tucci-Meni, it's a soccer player. I don't know. Real Madrid. He's probably the most famous. He has 8.2 million followers, and I have no idea who it was. I thought it was my guy that did the best LA Leakers. That's who he looked like.
Lil Dicky?
No. Look, I'm going to show you this guy's picture. No, what's my guy's name that did the best LA Leaker?
Oh, my boy Simba.
Simba.
I got it right here. He like Simba. I saw the photo. That's the video I thought about. It's Simba. He looked like Simba for sure. Shout out Simba, by the way.
That's a Real Madrid player.
I can't
probably
believe
like mega famous. We have no idea who he is.
I can't believe you don't know who Rob 49 is, bro.
Name another song by Rob 49.
You're in your dad
Name
era
another.
For sure. What the hell is the biggest joint?
No,
right
name
now?
another.
Why do I got? What's that? What point?
Shut your ass up! Shut your ass up! Shut your ass up! Wait, no, you never heard of it? I heard of the one song
It's the
ever.
biggest record, like
bro,
right
it's
now,
not
bro.
the biggest record now.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No,
Even
he's heard
it's
it.
not even close.
I've heard it. I've heard it once,
the
but
clip,
it's not,
and it's honestly only famous because Tyrese Haliburton said, "What the Haliburton?"
No, why you gotta do that, bro? Why you gotta do that? No,
I asked you for
what the hell is LeBron
it shouldn't be
James?
hard. One other song.
What the hell is LeBron James?
Okay,
you know what he? Yeah, you know what he is right now. He's Duro. He's ice cream paint job. He's got one song.
No, we're not doing that.
Duro was bigger.
You are almost
ice cream
in your
paint job was
on
bigger.
cloud era. You are almost there,
bro. You know one song.
It's the biggest record right now, though.
It's not the biggest record.
Yes, it is.
No, it's for
How
sure
would you
not.
know? How would you know?
Because I am around
you know?
11-year-old and a 15-year-old all the time.
There's no gauge of it, though.
Bro, you know who's old? You're old.
I'm not old.
You're old.
I know who Rob 49
You don't know
is.
shit. You couldn't walk one day in my house. You walk around my house, you'd be like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? You don't know these songs. You don't know what's cool. You're old.
Actually, I am more tapped in. I'm way more tapped in than you think.
No, you're not.
Look, hit the zoom on him. Hit the zoom on old man.
I'm cooking right now, he said. Cook him. My 15-year-old and my 11-year-old, you ask them who they're listening to, you don't even know who these people are.
Bro, I'm so
You're
dead.
so not tapped in. Rob 49.
I'm around two people that are not tapped in.
Nobody cares.
Y'all don't even know what the Indianimal dance is. So you're like, oh, what other songs do they got? It's a famous dance.
It's not famous.
How?
To who?
So you don't think Hit the Quan's not famous then to you then? Because
to who?
He has one song then.
The Hit the Quan was one of the biggest songs in the country. The Indianimals is nothing.
See?
Nobody even knows what that is.
All right.
You don't even know who sings it. What is that? What is the Indianimals? You learned about it literally this morning. Somehow.
Because I'm tapped in, bro.
Now you're not tapped in.
It's okay.
The difference between you and me is I understand I am old and out of touch. You don't understand you are yet.
I'm not out of touch.
You for sure are.
Not very far from being
If
out
you
of touch.
put on Williams headphones, you would
I don't know what a 15-year-old's listening to.
That's who decides.
I have a 15-year-old brother too.
That's
bro.
who decides what's cool.
I got a 15-year-old brother too.
Let's see what's
You're
on
not
the
around
You know what he
him.
doesn't listen to?
You see him twice a year.
No, just because he doesn't listen to all the random SoundCloud rappers that make it cool.
Not random.
He listens to Wayne.
Not random.
He listens to like regular rap. Just because he don't listen to random SoundCloud rappers.
No.
Oh, Lance, you don't know what's cool.
No.
Look, I mean,
Trust
Then
me.
he's not tapped in.
Trust me.
He's not.
Apparently, he's not tapped in.
No, he's not.
dude,
He just
Rob-
listens
and
to
you're not either.
random ass rappers.
I'm
Rob
sorry,
4'9".
Dev, I
Hey,
mean,
how big is
this
he,
man-
brother?
Come
Biggest
on, bro.
song in the country.
He's
Nobody
not-
even knows
dude,
what it is.
It's
not,
a hot record,
but it's
bro.
not even on the Billboard Hot 100.
Who gives a shit about what's on the billboards?
But the Billboard Hot 100 tells you.
Since when do
what's
y'all
the
care
most-
about the billboards in 2025?
I don't. I haven't cared
2025.
about Billboard forever, but I tell you, the Billboard Hot 100 tells you what the most popular songs in the country are.
Rob 4'9". What do you?
I don't even know who that is.
Rob 4'9", Bob.
By the way, the Billboard Hot 100 consists of like 45 Morgan Wallen songs and then a couple of Kendrick Lamar.
America.
Shaboozey's still on there.
Exactly, America.
Do you know?
Because everybody loves Shaboozey, right?
Bro, that Shaboozey song
Well, no,
is
he
still
just-
number 9 on the Hot 100.
They just had the what's it called? They just had the country music award.
Oh, they did.
Shaboozey makes trash
Shaboozey
music.
was a big deal.
Makes
on it.
trash music.
Huh? You don't like him?
He makes trash
Morgan
music.
Wallen has 6 of the top 10
he makes
in the Hot
music for-
100.
I watched a video the other night of Morgan Wallen. Do you know Tom Brady challenged him to golf? He challenged Morgan Wallen to play golf against each other. And so they went and played 9 holes in Nashville, and Morgan Wallen dusted him. I was like, what? He said he was like a big competitive baseball player.
Oh, he's an athlete.
Yeah, he was a real athlete, Morgan Wallen. I was like, I'll be damned.
And a big drinker.
I would not have seen that coming.
Like to throw chairs for sure.
Yeah.
I would not have seen that coming.
Shout out to him. But no, Shaboozey makes music for OnClouds, for the OnCloud crowd.
The on-cloud white people.
Shit, just they love him. They love some Shaboozey. I don't mess with them.
They also love the Post Malone.
I gotta be honest with you, and my wife's a big country music fan, but I have never met anybody that was like, you know who I love? I just never come across it. No, they don't.
Shaboozey.
No.
They love that
White
song,
people
but
do
they
love
don't
Shaboozey,
love
bro.
Shaboozey. They love that
No,
song.
I play golf with guys that listen to all country music, and I have never.
Why are you using all just the people you hang around?
Because I've never heard them play a Shaboozey song, and you're saying white people listen to Shaboozey, but they don't.
Those are all like what, 48-year-old dudes?
Who listens to Shaboozey? Who?
There's a reason why they trot him out everywhere. There's a
They-
reason why
they-
they trot his ass out
they
everywhere. Utah, All-Star Weekend, NASCAR events, they trot his ass out there at all them events. So don't tell me folks to listen to no damn Shaboozey, bro. Don't tell me that.
I didn't say people don't. I'm just saying I don't know them.
Because you got 4 little people in your group that
I don't
they
know
ain't
'em.
tapped in either.
I don't know 'em.
But back to my point I was about to make. I pulled up a list for y'all. Have you seen this list?
Another shot of whiskey.
Shit's terrible.
Jack Daniel got history.
That's just terrible.
I know it.
Shout out Big X the Plug. His shit's trash.
Yeah.
He's trash though.
Who? Big X?
No.
Oh,
Big X
wow.
is he got bangers.
Oh, okay, good.
NBA. Have you seen the list of NBA
Big
players
X
with most
Plug very
Instagram
close
followers?
to selling
The
out.
NBA players with the most Instagram followers?
have you seen this list?
No. All right, let me guess.
All right, I'm gonna give you.
What do we get? Like top 5 or top 10?
I'll give you top 10.
LeBron
All right,
Then I'll go
James.
after that.
All right, hold on. Yeah, let me get my list. All right, LeBron.
Yeah, Braun for sure.
Okay.
Do you have what number?
Braun's
they
number
are?
1. Braun's number 1 by a long shot.
Now, these have to be current.
Yeah, the current
Okay,
players.
Durant.
KD is number 8 with 13.7 million. I'm gonna just give you some presidents.
Curry.
KD is 13.7 million. Braun is number 1 with 159.7 million followers.
All right, Curry.
Curry's number 2 with 58 million. By the way, LeBron has 100 more million followers than Steph Curry does.
I'll say John Morant.
John Morant is not in the top 10. He is number 16.
Wow. Giannis.
Giannis is number 7 with 15.9 million followers.
Luka.
Luka Doncic is number 11.
Oh, wow.
Luka.
All right, so the only ones we've gotten are LeBron, Durant, Curry, and Giannis. Mm-hmm. Oh, LaMelo.
LaMelo
Yeah.
is number 5. Oh, wait. LaMelo's number 12. My bad. I thought you said Lonzo. Lonzo's number 5.
What?
Lonzo Ball is number 5.
Wait.
Lonzo Ball has 18.
Lonzo Ball is got more Instagram followers than LaMelo Ball?
LaMelo's at 10.5 million. Lonzo's at 18.1 million followers.
I would never in a million years have guessed that. That's crazy.
Crazy list. So y'all got number 1, Braun, 2, Steph. You got number 5, Lonzo. You got Giannis, and you got KD.
About Embiid.
Embiid is number 20.
Oh, Zion.
Zion Williamson is not on the list.
Oh, he was super famous.
Let's go
Wemby.
with-
Victor Wembanyama is not on the top.
Oh, I guess it's got to
Yeah.
be people that are older that have
All
had him for a long
Klay
time.
Thompson.
Yeah, that's a good
Roser, you are, let's see, Klay Thompson is number 6.
Wow.
Won a ton of titles.
Klay Thompson has 16.8 million followers on Instagram.
How about
Well, wasn't there a thing about Klay Thompson like being on like a boat all the time?
Yeah, people love that shit.
The
bro.
captain. How about Anthony Davis?
AD is number 22.
Oh,
Draymond Green.
Draymond Green is not on the top 25.
Is this? Did you do this because of Halliburton? Is he on there?
No, I did this because just like following it, like just following.
Oh, Tatum?
You talk about the bandwagon of different jerseys.
Tatum.
Tatum is number 19.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is not on the list.
Okay, are some of these guys not that famous?
Yes. These guys are famous. Like
they're
number
all
3,
famous.
number 4 is famous. Number 9, number 10 are famous. Yes.
They're big.
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yeah, like
And we're
SGA.
Number 17 is not famous. Number 17 is Markelle Fultz.
SGA.
SGA is not up there.
That's he does all the fit pick stuff.
He does great. His captions are elite too.
Yeah, I thought
Caption game's crazy.
Who else is super famous? All right, so
Super famous.
Jokic doesn't. He's not on.
Jokic's not on IG.
Yeah.
Brunson?
No. Brunson's not even on this list either.
PJ Tucker? You
Bro,
said no.
just
You
think
said they're
of
famous. So
famous NBA players, bro.
I say
That
PJ Tucker
transcend
because
with
he got the sneakers.
Jimmy
stuff.
Butler?
Jimmy Butler is number 13. The transcend with kids.
Paolo?
Nah. Think about who like kids and basketball heads love.
Kids and
You said-
basketball fans love.
They love him. Like love his game and love the way he plays.
Cade?
Come on, bro. Y'all, come on, man. He has 20.3 million followers on Instagram.
Devin Booker?
Rosa, you love this person. You love this dude.
Oh, Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Dang.
Kyrie Irving's number 4.
Yeah, because he also might say something like super anti-Semitic. And, like, I mean, you're
Oh, he literally will on his Instagram stories. He'll put
Yeah.
sometimes parental discretion advised, and then his next posts are like all.
Yeah, see, I ain't tapped in like
Some,
that.
yeah.
Number 3 is a super famous guy who was just ousted in the playoffs.
So we only have 7.
Y'all only have 7. Y'all missing
Because
number.
we have LeBron, Durant, Curry, Giannis, Lonzo, Clay, Kyrie.
You're missing number 3, number 9, number 10.
Harden.
Harden is number 9. 12.1 million followers.
He's super famous, and he's been an MVP.
Oh, Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook's number 3.
What?
22.9 million followers.
You just literally
So
said his first name started with a W.
Russell Westbrook.
I said his team just got ousted in the playoffs.
And then you said Russell Westbrook.
Russell.
You said Russell.
I called him that Russell.
You hunting wabbits.
Russell Westbrook.
Hey, that kid that the Memphis side yesterday is gonna whoop your ass. William Wharton,
Oh,
or
no,
was
I'm
it?
calling double W.
Was it William Wharton? What was this guy's name? William Wooten.
What's his name?
They said he averaged 3 points at South Dakota State.
Why is he on our team?
He was available. They had $5 left over in NIL.
Gave him a Brookhaven stipend.
William Horton.
William
Oh, I
Horton.
can do that.
No, it starts with a W.
Yeah.
I can do
Huh?
William Horton.
W is William and Horton. WHORTON.
I can do William Horton. I can cook with that.
That's Horton.
William,
Yeah.
I can do Horton.
It's
If it was Dustin-
William Wharton.
If it was Wharton, I'd be in some trouble. I call him the mayor.
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. Russell. He's number 3 though.
Shout out.
Wascally Wabbit. You Wascally Wabbit.
22.9.
I'm hunting Wascally Wabbit.
You got one
All right,
more.
we got Bron, Durant, Curry, Giannis. Lonzo, Clay, Kyrie, Harden, Russell, and
This last one's been around for a long time.
it's Paul George.
Paul George is number 15.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is number 10.
Yeah, you said been around a while.
Why
so.
am I following Chris Paul on Instagram?
You're a good family man.
For what?
That's the
Yeah.
top. That's the top 10 list, right? Look
That's
how far.
it.
Look how far LeBron. But to your point about the bandwagon thing, that tells you LeBron's been around for so long, bro. He has he's elapsed 100 million followers behind the second person, bro. That's insane. Look at. Get y'all's
And
numbers
that
up.
is the weird thing about the way the NBA is right now. We go back to the original discussion. Roser is right. If you want to have the discussion of, do people on the road go see you? There's 2, bro.
Yeah, there's 2.
That's 2. That's
Go,
what
go
I-
downstairs and ask the ticket salespeople who moves tickets in a small market. Who actually moves tickets? This person's coming to town, I'm going. LeBron moves tickets, Curry moves tickets. And then whoever won the last year.
Yeah.
You will have teams that move tickets.
The Celtics will. The Celtics are good.
Celtics play once here. The Knicks play once here. The Bulls do better than their record.
Yeah.
Ticket sales wise, just because they're a big market.
Yeah.
And look, any city you live in, there's going to be a lot of people that are from Chicago.
Right.
Hell, our GM grew up in Chicago.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right? And maybe the whoever's hot that year, Oklahoma City or whoever, right? But yeah, in terms of a lot of those guys, even on that list, they don't move.
Because you know what?
People, if you were to say, Devin, you get 5.
People don't pay to see Durant anymore.
You got 5. You give me 5 tickets to 5 NBA games I can go to. Of course, like you said, Braun and Curry's gonna be on the list.
No, number one.
After that, it'll probably be we got Ja here.
No,
so.
number one is Wemby.
Of course.
I don't think it's even close.
He's a freako.
Seriously.
I won't say number one, but he's on the list.
If I were buying tickets to go to a game, that's who I would pay to see.
Wemby's number one?
Yes.
Let's see.
I mean, I've seen, in fairness, I've been spoiled. I've seen LeBron and Curry 1,000 times.
And you know what?
Wemby in person is the price of admission guy me.
And we both remember
to see in person
because we were around the team. We remember when the Warriors were an easy, nobody was there to see Steph. I remember when Steph Curry wasn't a draw.
But
Wemby's your number one.
He thought I was old.
Oh yeah, no.
With my Rob 49.
I
remember when nobody even wanted to watch Steph Curry play basketball.
I was watching a Donald Foyle hoop for the Warriors.
Yeah.
I remember the days when nobody even wanted to watch him play.
Yeah.
I remember I tried to give away tickets.
I tried
to give a kid a Steph Curry jersey and he threw it away.
Back in my day.
I was wearing the same 14th and Union polo.
You were that polo. You were that damn polo.
Listening to Rob 49's one hit.
Hey, bro, put respect on him, bro. I just looked at he on Utopia Twins too, bro. You mess with that song. You ever heard that song?
That
Utopia
song
Twins?
sucks.
Okay, bro. See?
That song does. I was just talking about Utopia in there this morning. We were talking about it, how that album,
What?
Beginning of Utopia.
The Travis Scott?
Yeah, very end of it, really good. But there's a section in the middle of there from Meltdown to Utopia Twins, and that is just, those are bad songs.
I love the first song.
Yeah, Hyena.
I love it.
What's the first song on?
Hyena.
The first,
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But Utopia Twins is, you know what I'm saying? Twin.
The song's horrible.
Twin. I can't say it on the show, but of course you think it's horrible.
That song's terrible. It's not a good song.
Hey, wouldn't you agree? The two I would pay, Wemby is the one. If we're doing a season ticket draft and we're going to go watch a game,
Kyrie's
my number one guy would be Wemby.
Kyrie's
for
on
sure.
my list too, on my top 5 list.
And my number 2 guy would be Cooper Flag.
You're gonna the on-clown crowd gonna have it. Yeah. I swear, when he coming here for the first time next year, bro.
Yeah.
These folks gonna have a.
I wish he was playing for the Wizards or somebody. He'd be way more fun. I don't want him in my division.
4 times a year, you're gonna have to see your favorite player, Cooper
Twice.
What do you mean?
At home.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. 4 times a year though, man. Y'all gotta root against y'all's favorite player. Tough city. By the way, I don't think you've noticed this, but I think TA may have opened the door because a lot of players are coming out and calling. Yeah, he got the tools, but I don't really see you do that. Carmelo Anthony said the same.
He said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. So I'm Carmelo was like, yeah, he got all the tools, but I don't really see nothing he does. I don't really see nothing he does great. I'm like, yeah, people are talking now.
Okay.
They are talking. TA, you open the floodgates.
Okay.
You open the forbidden door, TA.
Trust me, I know from my Instagram comments for the last 3 weeks.
They still on your ass?
Oh my God. It's just, honestly.
They still
Can we get one black guy in my comments saying Cooper Flag's going to be awesome?
Rosa, they didn't get on you either. They just got on him.
Seriously.
Yeah, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say nothing.
They didn't really say anything.
It was on his head. They've been on your neck for a couple weeks, boy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Between Oklahoma City and
my God,
and the Cooper Flag haters, they're on.
Do we
you.
think Minnesota has any chance tonight?
Yeah,
I think you get one more last. I think it'll be.
Ant's got to take 40 shots, right? I mean, you just spent 48 hours with everybody saying how non-aggressive you were.
Yeah, he's going to take a million shots.
Yeah, even if they're bad.
I mean, he took 2 shots in the first half, bro. Come on.
I don't think
just go down swinging. It's kind of like when we were talking, and Ja would go through this, and it was like where he just he didn't get a couple calls, and then he would just disengage, and I'm like, bro, I don't care if you go 10 for 40. Just shoot it 40.
Just shoot it, bro.
If we lose, we lose.
Yeah.
What?
I was going to say which time. It's got to happen a bunch. I mean.
Who, Ja?
Yeah, not getting calls and getting frustrated.
Well, I saw.
Why do you hate our team so much?
I don't.
We have good reason. Last year sucked.
It did suck.
Sucked.
It's not fun.
It's one of my least.
And we made the playoffs, and it wasn't fun.
I covered 3 consecutive 20-something win teams and had more fun than last year. Last year was torture.
Yeah,
because it was like
not,
we knew the whole year it wasn't good enough. We knew.
Yeah.
And then I had to listen to the GM at the end of the year tell me that we were unintentionally young. Like, bro, the first game we started 2 rookies.
Yeah.
That was game 1. And we said, this is regular season good. And it proved to be. And then it wasn't even regular season good.
Man.
Towards the end, as soon as we started playing good teams.
It messed off Jaren's
It's just all so mad. The whole thing made me mad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Zach Edey's going to be awesome next year.
On the Morant front, who was it? I saw
Roser.
I saw somebody. Was it Pat Bev? Maybe it was Pat Bev. Or no, I think it was Teague. Teague on the 520. Those guys, Club 520.
Yeah.
He's talking about the call thing. He's talking about the call thing, and he's talking about Ant, and he's talking about Trey, and he's talking about whatever. He's talking about the calls that some guys get. They're having an SGA conversation.
Yeah.
Bro, I 100% thought about Ja when he was saying this. He was like, bro, he's like, if you ever watch, he goes, the refs are humans too. So when Trey's like, do this and antics, and he's tossing the ball at the ref, that's all a build-up, and he has an adversarial relationship with these guys, right? As do there are a lot of players in the league that have. He goes, you watch SGA, watch Harden when he was getting all very, very, very rarely do you ever see them reacting to the refs. They don't even, even when it's very rarely. They will every once in a while throw their hands in the air or something, but it's rare.
Yeah.
And they never get up in one's face, and they never yell at him, and they never show him up. And they never, he's like, because they're playing the game. They're playing the politics game, right? These guys are human too. And he's like, so they get benefit of the doubt, and they get these calls because they're cool to these guys all the time. And how many times did I tell you that during the season? I'm like, bro, this whole getting mad at them for not calling something immediately when the game starts, just go butter them up.
Yeah.
Be their friend. Be the one being chummy with them.
He started doing
and
that
everything.
He started doing that towards the end. He started doing
It's like, dude, they're
before
people
the game,
too.
he'd go shake their hand and be like,
right.
Do a little hee ha ha with them. You know what I'm saying? Then
and
the
it's
game starts.
But these guys that we think get the benefit of the doubt, and then the ones that don't, Edwards is cut from the exact same cloth as Ja. Yeah. That's why he led the league in techs by a pretty wide margin. And it's also why he drives to the basket and doesn't get a call, and then he just stops driving to the basket. Yeah. And that's what Morant does.
Yeah.
Whereas those other guys, they drive to the basket and they get the calls all the time. All the time. They get every bump. Every bump. They get the whistle. It's because they're cool to the refs. It is.
Yeah.
It's because they're cool to them. That's it. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
Yep.
Right? And Edwards resents him, and Ja resents him.
For real. But to Anthony thing, I think so. I just looked it up. The NBA record for most field goal attempts in a playoff game.
It's Kobe.
It's 48 with Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
Jordan got close to that.
No way.
Yeah.
48?
No, because there's that famous press conference.
There's only 100 shots in the game if it's fast-paced.
Okay, Jordan got in the 40s.
Bro, there was all right, think about that game last night, how fast-paced that game was, right?
Yeah.
That was mega, flying up and down, right?
You said Jordan took 45 in 88.
There's another one. Yeah, he took 45 and 88. There's another one in 93. He had another one because Barkley said after the game in the finals, he was like, damn, Michael Jordan took 43 shots tonight. Like, yeah.
You think about how much that was flying up and down the court, and I know the Knicks went to the free throw line a lot of times last night.
Yeah, especially that third quarter.
But still, field goal wise, if we're just talking about like field goal attempts,
yeah.
The Knicks had 88 field goal attempts. Oh, I'm sorry. The Knicks had 82 field goal attempts, and the Pacers had 88. So that would be over half.
Yeah.
If he took 40, so Rick Barry did it once. Rick Barry did 48. Wilt did. They both did it twice. Rick Barry and Wilt. Rick Barry had 55 one game, and Wilt had 56 one game.
I gotta be honest with you.
Okay, hang on.
I am so impressed at how you got past Rick Barry.
What am I?
I figured Wick Barry was going to wear you
shout
out.
out my boy Wick Barry, man. My boy Wick, man.
I thought that was going to wear you out.
My boy Wick from Florida.
All right. No, this is crazy.
I will say this. The last time we saw so he was 5 of 13 in game 1. Remember? And they got beat by 1 million. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then he turned back around and he shot double. 26 times the next game.
Mm-hmm.
Then game 3, he shot 17 times, but in fairness, they were up by 40.
Yeah.
Right? So it didn't matter.
It didn't matter, yeah.
The next game, 5 of 13. Ants had 2 5 of 13s. And so when he went 5 of 13 the last time, he had 18 points and went 5 of 13. The next game, he was 12 for 26 for 32 points.
Yeah, bro. I need you to get.
You're a lot more like that, right? Wouldn't you think? I mean, look, it's your last stand. If you lose tonight, you're going home.
All right, so
yeah, it's a wrap.
So you can't be passive.
Nah, go down swinging that. I need 48 of them things.
I also need a game 6. I want to see a game 6.
That too.
Yeah, because the finals have a set day.
The June 5th.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're gonna be just chilling, bro, watching hockey.
The finals start next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
So we don't need this series to end tonight.
I need another one.
To the point, Jordan in that game in 93.
Oh, God.
And no. I'm dead serious doing to the plus. They lost 129, 121 in 3 overtimes to the Suns. Jordan took 43 shots. The Bulls, as I said, lost in overtime. The Suns took 99 shots from the field. Dude, the Bulls took 130 shots.
What?
100 and they took all their rebounds.
31 more shots than the Suns and lost by 8. Pippen took 35 shots.
God dang.
Who had the most rebounds?
The most rebounds.
My boy
Horace Grant had 17. Scott Williams had 14. Pippen had 10. Scott Williams had 6 offensive rebounds. Horace Grant had 8 offensive rebounds. Pippen had 5 offensive rebounds.
My God.
Yeah.
They took 130 field
goals. That's a lot of bricks.
Field goals.
That's a lot of bricks. But yeah, hey, the record going down tonight. Anthony, he finna get him up. Take as many shots as you need.
You think they can win?
I think they can win.
No.
Backs against the wall.
Great.
I mean, they are playing against in front of the NPCs, bro. The NPCs gonna be on fire tonight. The AI crowd's gonna be on one. Yay! Thunder! OKC! Like they cheer. They told me downstairs they cheer for everything.
Well, if they do, I'll have at least a week to get Pacers gear in.
Oh yeah, we could.
Yes, sirs. Can we get some Yes Sir shirts?
No, Roger.
Well, then I'm wearing my Dr. Thunder outfit. So you find a way to get me a Yes Sir shirt, or I'm wearing a Dr. Thunder fit.
I want a Yes Sir shirt with Shaboozey on the back.
Yes.
I love Shaboozey.
And Cooper Flag on the
I love Shaboozey.
Cooper
Yes,
Flag
shirt.
right here.
They actually may sell them just in
And
Indiana.
TJ McConnell.
He keep messing around.
I want a Pacers Shaboozey jersey.
Actually, I just found out he performed in that game 1 of the finals.
Either city.
Okay, Indiana. He gonna be
guaranteed sellout.
Performed by Shaboozey.
Yeah.
He's doing the anthem. I'm telling you, bro. Shaboozey, man. But no, we can get you a Yes Sir shirt. I'm gonna try to tap
Yes Sir.
I don't want one though.
Why?
Bro, that shirt is goofy, bro. It says Yes Sirs on it.
It's better than mem this.
No, it's better than win for the M. Win for the M.
You like Yes Sirs better than win for the M?
Looked like a lame, superhero mask,
bro.
He said it
It did not look like the bridge.
He said the M looked like a superhero.
It looked like a knockoff superhero mask.
Superhero mask.
I'm Man. Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy.
Man. Hey, don't give him any ideas. Next year it's going to be Man.
Man, no.
Man.
You know what?
Listen to this show.
Look, we took Mim this and turned it into that.
Man.
Let's take Win for the M and turn it into Mim.
Hey, with the logo on, I'm going to buy you. Dude, I swear to God, I'm getting you a mask and a leotard with a with that symbol on it.
I will be Mim Man.
Mim Man.
So that's worse than Yezers?
And I will be Mim Man until we get a small forward.
Yeah, because Trey Man.
Bring me Dorian Finney-Smith.
Hey, because Trey Man ruined our season last year.
Trey Man?
Trey Man.
When I was Trade Man, that did not work out.
He ruined our season.
Trade Man.
Bro, I will never forget, bro. I had to do an interview with Jaren right after that, bro, when I was depressed as hell.
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah. You did the All-Star thing with
There's
him, right?
There's like a video of me being like, well, what did we get back? we gave up a first-round pick and Marcus Smart for nothing?
We got Marvin Bagley and Johnny Davis.
Oh, my God.
Kiss my ass.
Oh, my God.
Johnny Davis ain't played basketball since 1973.
No. Oh, my God. All right, it's going to do it for today's show. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to John Rose across the glass. Thanks to Jalen back in the studio. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, we're down.